Amenhotep III Ancient Egyptian, the JMNTP.W. Amenkhupu pronounced Kharmonkhupu. Amen is satisfied, Hellenized as Amenephis III, also known as Amenhotep the Magnificent or Amenhotep the Great, was the 9th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. According to different authors, he ruled Egypt from June 1386 to 1349 BC, or from June 1388 BC to December 1351 BC, 1350 BC. After his father Thutmose IV died, Amenhotep was Thutmose's son by a minor wife Mutemwayafara, reigned 1391 to 1353 or 1388. 1351 BC predecessor Thutmose, for successor Akhenaten royal titulary consort Tiglukepa-Todokepa. Sitamun Isit children Thutmose Amenhotep, for Akhenaten Sitamun Isit, Heneteneb Nebeta, the younger lady Bekhetaten theorized. Smenkhare theorized, Tutankhamun theorized father Thutmose for mother Mutemwea died 1353 BC. All 1351 BC burial WV to 2 monuments Morkata, Mortuary Temple of Amenhotep III, Colossi of Memnon. Dynasty 18th Dynasty. His reign was a period of unprecedented prosperity and splendor, when Egypt reached the peak of its artistic and international power, and as such is considered one of ancient Egypt's greatest pharaohs. When he died in the 38th or 39th year of his reign, he was succeeded by his son Amenhotep IV, who later changed his name to Akhenaten. Amenhotep was the son of Thutmose IV and his minor wife Mutemwea. He was born probably around 1411 BC. Later in his life, Amenhotep commissioned the depiction of his divine birth to be displayed at Luxor Temple. Amenhotep claimed that his true father was the god Amen, who had taken the form of Thutmose IV to father a child with Mutemwiya. In regnal year 2, Amenhotep married Tai, the daughter of Uya and Tuya. Tai was great royal wife throughout Amenhotep's reign. Many commemorative scarabs were commissioned and distributed during Amenhotep's reign. On the marriage scarabs, Amenhotep affirmed his divine power and the legitimacy of his wife. With Tai, Amenhotep fathered at least 2 sons, Crown Prince Thutmose and Amenhotep IV, later called Akhenaten. In addition, several daughters are frequently credited to the couple: Sitamun, Heneteneb, Isit, Nebeta, and Bekhetaten. Most of the daughters appear frequently on statues and reliefs from Amenhotep's reign. However, Nebeta is attested only once, on a colossal limestone group of statues from Medinet Habu, and Bekhetaten only appears in Amarna. Amenhotep is also sometimes credited as the father of Smenkhare or Tutankhamun, with varying proposals for their mothers, but these theories are not as accepted as his other known children. In addition to Tai, Amenhotep had several other wives. In regnal year 10, Amenhotep married Gilukepa, the daughter of Shutana II of Mitanni. He later married Todokepa, daughter of Tushrotta of Mitanni, in or around regnal year 36 of his reign. Other wives, whose names are unknown, included a daughter of Kurigolzu, king of Babylon, a daughter of Kadashman and Lil, king of Babylon, a daughter of Tarhundarodu, ruler of Arzawa, and a daughter of the ruler of Amia and Assyria. Finally, he married at least 2 of his daughters, Sitamun and Isit. In the last decade of his reign, jar label inscriptions from regnal year 30 indicate that Sitamun was elevated to the status of great royal wife by that time. Although shunned by common Egyptians, incest was not uncommon among royalty. A sculpture restored by Amenhotep for his grandfather, Amenhotep II, shows Sitamun with a young prince beside her. This has led to theories that Sitamun was the mother of Smenkhare and Kor Tutankhamun. In preparation for the first festival, Amenhotep, son of Hapu, enlisted scribes to gather information from records and inscriptions. Most of the descriptions were found in ancient funerary temples, In addition to the rituals, they collected descriptions of costumes worn at previous festivals. Temples were built and statues erected up and down the Nile. Craftsmen and jewelers created ornaments commentating the event, including jewelry, ornaments, and stelae. The scribe Nefertiti coordinated every step of the event. He directed Amenhotep to use his mace to knock on the temple doors beside him. Amenhotep mirrored his effort like a royal shadow. The king was followed by Queen Tai and the royal daughters. When moving to another venue, the banner of the jackal god Wepwart, opener of ways, preceded the king. The king changed his costume at each major activity of the celebration. One of the major highlights of the festival was the king's dual coronation. He was enthroned separately for Upper and Lower Egypt. For Upper Egypt, Amenhotep wore the white crown, but changed to the red crown for the Lower Egypt coronation. After this festival, Amenhotep transcended from being a near god to one divine. The king may have later traveled across Egypt following the festival, potentially reenacting the ceremony for different audiences. Few Egyptian kings lived long enough for their own celebration. Those who survived used the celebration as the affirmation of transition to divinity. Diplomatic correspondence from Amenhotep's reign are partially preserved in the Amarna letters, a collection of documents found near the city of Amarna. The letters come from the rulers of Assyria, Mitanni, Babylon, Hatti, and other states, typically including requests by those rulers for gold and other gifts from Amenhotep. The letters cover the period from year 30 of Amenhotep until at least the end of Akhenaten's reign. In Amarna letter E4, Amenhotep is quoted by the Babylonian king Kadashman and Lilian, firmly rejecting the latter's entreaty to marry one of this pharaoh's daughters. From time immemorial, no daughter of the king of Egypt is given to anyone. Amenhotep's refusal to allow one of his daughters to be married to the Babylonian monarch may indeed be connected with Egyptian traditional royal practices that could provide a claim upon the throne through marriage to a royal princess, or it could be viewed as a shrewd attempt on his part to enhance Egypt's prestige over those of her neighbors in the international world. Citation needed. Despite the refusal for his daughters to be married off to other kings, Amenhotep married several foreign princesses. The Amarna letters also reference the exchange between Amenhotep and the Mitanni king Tushratta of the statue of a healing goddess, Ishtar of Nineveh, late in Amenhotep's reign. Scholars have generally assumed that the statue's sojourn to Egypt was requested by Amenhotep in order to cure him of his various ailments, which included painful abscesses in his teeth. However, William L. Moran's analysis of Amarna letter E23, relating to the dispatch of the statue to Thebes, discounts this theory. The arrival of the statue is known to have coincided with Amenhotep's marriage with Todokeeper, Tushratta's daughter, in the pharaoh's 36th year. Letter E23's arrival in Egypt is dated to regnal year 36, the 4th month of winter, day 1 inch of his reign. Furthermore, Tushratta never mentions in E23 that the statue's dispatch was meant to heal Amenhotep of his maladies. Instead, Tushratta writes in parts, "Thus Vorka of Nineveh, mistress of all lands, I wish to go to Egypt, a country that I love, and then return. Now I herewith send her, and she is on her way. Now, in the time, too, of my father, she went to this country, and just as earlier she dwelt there and they honored her. May my brother now honor her 10 times more than before. May my brother honor her. Then at his pleasure let her go, so that she may come back. May Vorka, i.e. Ishtar, the mistress of heaven, protect us, my brother and me, a 100,000 years. And may our mistress grant both of us great joy, and let us act as friends. Is Vorka for me alone my goddess, and for my brother not his goddess?" The likeliest explanation is that the statue was sent to Egypt to shed her blessings on the wedding of Amenhotep and Todokeeper, as she had been sent previously for Amenhotep and Cleopatra. Murren explained the visit of the statue might be to heal the king, but that it is more likely that it was sent in connection with the solemnities of the marriage of Aducapa to Amenhotep. Further, Murren argues that the contents of Amarna letter EA21 support this claim, wherein Tushratta asks the gods, including Ishtar, for their blessing of the marriage.